Hi guys, this is a YouTube channel Education for All. Today guys, we will do the chapter rational number of class 8th. So we are just doing the first exercise of that. This is chapter 1 rational number. First question is this. So for getting to know more about this chapter, you must be aware of the commutative property, associative property, distributive property, multiplicative identity, multiplicative identity, additive inverse, and all that properties you should know. And for that you must read the chapter. Just go through the chapter in order to do exercise first. So this is the first question of exercise 1.1. We are given this statement, and in this you are saying that there are three terms, 1, 2 and 3. So in the first question guys, just see that there are find out the common terms which are common to first and third. So in the first question, 3 by 5 and 3 by 5 is common to first and third term. So combining these first and third term, we get minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 first term, minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6 third term, and plus 5 by 2 we have written as it is. We have used associative property in this. So 3 by 5 is taken as common, and in the bracket we will write it as 2 by 3 minus 1 by 6 bracket close plus 5 by 2. So now we will take the LCM of 3 and 6. The LCM of 3 and 6 is again 6, so we will write it as 3 by 5. And when we take the LCM of this, it comes out to be 6. This comes out 3 2s are 6, 2 2s are 4. So here minus 4 will be there, and 6 1s are 6. 1 will be multiplied by 1 and we get 1 plus 5 by 2. Then it will be 3 by 5 into minus 5 by 6 plus 5 by 2. So after cancelling the term, we get here the result of these two is minus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. This comes out to be 4 by 2, that is 2. 2 is the answer. Now come to second question quickly. So this is the second question in which we will do it in the same way as we have done the first question, first exercise. So 2 by 5 into 3 by 7 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5. Again there are three terms. We have marked that 1, 2 and 3. We have we again want to find the common terms amongst all. So we have found that in the first and third term 2 by 5 and 2 by 5 is common to both the terms. So we will take these terms all together like this: 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5 and minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 is this term is written on the extreme right. So this would be 2 by 5 and in the bracket we will write 3 by 7 plus 1 by 14 minus 1 by 4. After cancellation or cutting we will get 1 by 4 out of this. So again 2 by 5 minus 6 after taking the LCM of 7 and 14 is again 14. 7 2s are 14. 2 is the quotient, so quotient will be multiplied by the numerator. 3 2s are 6 minus 6 plus 14 1s are 14. 1 will be multiplied by 1, that is 1. Bracket close, minus 1 by 4. So this would be 2 by 5 minus 5. Minus plus minus, the sign would be minus. After solving this plus minus minus, the sign would come that is with the greater number. So 6 is the greater number here between 2. So minus 5 by 14 will be there, minus 1 by 4. After cancelling these terms, we get minus 1 by 7 and this is minus 1 by 4. After taking the LCM of 7 and 4 is 28. So 7 4s are 28, minus 4 will be there. 4 7s are 24, minus 7 will be there. 4 7s are 28. So 4 7s are 28. Sorry, I have mistakenly I have read it wrong. 4 7s are 28. So here minus 7 would come, minus 7, and this would be minus minus plus, and but the sign would be minus 11 by 28. This would be the answer. Quickly we will do the second question. We have to write the additive inverse of 2 by 8. See guys, the additive inverse of positive number is negative and the additive inverse of negative number is always positive. Here 2 by 8, the additive inverse of this is minus 2 by 8. The additive inverse of minus 5 by 9 is 5 by 9. The additive inverse of minus 6 by minus 5. First of all, solve this by cancelling minus by minus sign. We get 6 by 5. The additive inverse of this is minus 6 by 5. 2 by minus 9. The minus that is there in the denominator will go to the numerator as minus 2 by 9. The additive inverse of this is 2 by 9. Similarly, the additive inverse of 19 by minus 6 or minus 19 by 6 is minus 19 by 6, sorry. Now we have to verify that minus of minus x is equal to x. So first of all, write above as the left hand side and right above as the here as the right hand side. So we have to prove that left hand side, whether left hand side is equal to right hand side or not. So here x is given as 11 by 15 and here left hand side is minus of minus x as this. So we will put the value of x, just x, we will put the value of x. Minus of minus, the value of x is 11 by 15. So we will write 11 by 15. Minus and minus sign will cancel out. This comes out to be 11 by 15. Right hand side is x, so x would be 11 by 15. Since left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence verified. So in the next second question, x is equal to minus 13 by 17. We have to again find out whether the left hand side is equal to right hand side or not. This is minus of minus x, the left hand side minus of now x is minus 13 by 17. So we will again cover this with the square bracket followed by the simple bracket, and we will close the whole statement with the square bracket. So minus and minus sign will cancel out. Here it comes out to be minus 13 by 17 and x would be here right hand side, this is right hand side and this is left hand side, and right hand side x is equal to minus 13 by 17 already. So here left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence verified. Now guys, again quickly we will do the fourth question, the multiplicative inverse. Here in order to find the multiplicative inverse, only the statement or the number will become inverse and the sign remains the same. The positive remains the positive and the negative remains the negative, but there is the statement or the number will become reciprocal. So the multiplicative inverse of minus 13 is minus 1 by 13. The multiplicative inverse of minus 13 by 19 is minus 19 by 13. The multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5 is 5. The multiplicative inverse of 5 minus 5 by 8 into minus 3 by 7 is minus 8 by 5 into minus 7 by 3. So the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 into minus 2 by 5 is, the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is again minus 1 and the multiplicative inverse of minus 2 by 5 is minus 5 by 2. So here the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is minus 1. That's all. So guys, in this is the fifth question, first part. Minus 4 by 5 into 1 is equal to 1 into minus 4 by 5 is equal to minus 4 by 5. So this is we have to find which property is holding here. So the property holding here is identity under multiplication. 1 is the multiplicative identity here. If we multiply 1 with any number, then the answer would be that number to which we have multiplied it by 1. Next is minus 13 by 17 into minus 2 by 7 is equal to minus 2 by 7 into minus 13 by 17. So this is if we take it as x and take it as y, x multiply y is equal to y multiply x. So this property is commutative property under multiplication. So here next is minus 19 by 29 into 29 by minus 19, that is equal to 1. This is called multiplicative inverse. Multiply 6 by 13 by the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. For this we have to find the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16, and this comes out to be minus 16 by 7. Now we have to multiply both these terms, 6 by 13 and the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16, that is minus 16 by 7. So when we multiply, the answer would be 16 6 are 96 and 13 7s are 91. So the answer would be minus 96 by 91. Now 1 by 3 into 6 into 4 by 3 as 1 by 3 into 6 into 4 by 3. This is again the commutative property under multiplication. They have said, is 8 by 9 the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 1 by 8? So minus 1 by 8 is equal to minus 9 by 8. Because this is in the mixed form, we have to change it in the standard form. 8 1s are 8 plus 1 9, minus 9 by 8. So the multiplicative inverse of minus 9 by 8 is minus 8 by 9, which is not true. Which is not true because they have given 8 by 9 is the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 8. So this is wrong because the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 8 is minus 8 by 9. So they have given 8 by 9. That is wrong statement. Now is 0.3 the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3? First for this we have to find the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3. The multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3 is it comes out, because this is in the mixed fraction, we have to change the standard form. That comes out to be 10 by 3, and the multiplicative inverse of 10 by 3 is 3 by 10. That means 0.3. Yes, 0.3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3. Now guys, there is some important information in order to do this chapter in a better way. There are three types of number system. First is the whole number, that starts from the numbers that starts from 0 1 2 3 up to so on up to infinity. Natural number are the number that starts from 1 2 3 4 up to infinity, and integers are the number that are lying on the number line starting from 0 at the center, and there are positive numbers at the right side and negative numbers, all negative numbers at the left side. 0 is greater than all the negative numbers and 0 is smaller than all the positive numbers. Now see guys, as we move to the left side, the numbers become more smaller and smaller till minus infinity is the smallest number here, and as we move to the right side, the number become larger and larger. So these are the integers. The rational number that doesn't have a reciprocal is 0. Why? Because the reciprocal of 0 is, because if we write 0, it can be written as 0 by 1. So the reciprocal definitely would be 1 by 0, which is not defined. I have written not defined, so that is why it's 0. The rational number that is equal to their reciprocals 1 and minus 1. Because the reciprocal of 1 is 1 and the reciprocal of minus 1 is again minus 1. The rational number that is equal to its negative is minus 1. So which is equal to its negative, minus 1 minus 1. 0 has no reciprocal, because if we take the reciprocal of 0, it will be not defined. The number 1 and minus 1 are their own reciprocals. The reciprocal of minus 5 is minus 1 by 5, and reciprocal of 1 by x is x. The product of the two rational number is always a rational number, because if we multiply two rational number, the product will be again a rational number. The reciprocal of a positive rational number is always positive, and the reciprocal of negative number is always negative. Mind it. Now guys, we will start the 1.2 exercise. So this is 7 by 4 and minus 5 by 6. We have to find the rational number between this and this, and we have to plot these numbers on the number line. So first of all, in order to plot positive rational number on the number line, we have to take 0 at the left side. So we have taken 0, and you have to make the denominator of the number to that will be plotted by you. That means if you will plot 7 by 4, then you have to take the denominator of 7 by 4 to 0. So it will be 0 by 4. Then start the numbers, count the numbers: 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4, 5 by 4, 6 by 4 and 7 by 4. We have to find the 7 by 4 on the number line, so this I have highlighted. If we want to plot the negative rational number on the number line, then you have to take 0 at the right side, because all the negative numbers are lying on the left side of the number line. So this will be 0 by 6, minus 1 by 6, minus 2 by 6, minus 3 by 6, minus 4 by 6, minus 5 by 6. So highlight this in order to highlight it in a better way. Next is minus 2 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 9 by 11. We have to plot all these numbers. So for plotting all these numbers, because these numbers are lying to the left side of the number line, so we have to take 0 to the right side and denote it with the denominator of the numbers. 0 by 11, minus 1 by 11, minus 2 by 11, minus 3 by 11, minus 4 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 6 by 11, minus 7 by 11, minus 8 by 11, minus 9 by 11, and highlight the numbers which we need to plot. Minus 9 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 2 by 11. Now guys, we have to find the 5 rational number. Third question is we have to find the 5 rational numbers that are lesser than 2. So for finding the 5 rational number lesser than 2, you have to plot them in the number line. So counting from 2, moving to the left side, we get these numbers as smaller than 2. 1, 0, minus 1. This will be minus 2, then and minus 3. So these numbers are smaller than 2. Next question, not wasting the time. Now we have to plot, we have to find the 10 rational number between minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. So for that, multiply and divide each number by their corresponding denominators. So we have multiply first number by the denominator of the other number in order to make the denominator same, and similarly we will do the vice versa to the second number. So minus 2 by 5 into 2 by 2, this denominator, divide and multiply, and we have to multiply and divide the second number by 5 by 5. So this will become minus 4 by 10, 5 by 10. So this will be because it is difficult to plot 10 rational number between this, because there are lesser rational number that lie between minus 4 by 10 and 5 by 10. So we will again multiply this number by 10 by 10, multiply and divide these two numbers by 10 and 10, so that the denominator would be same, and then there is need to find the 10 rational number. So we, after multiplying and dividing 10 with both the numbers, we get minus 40 by 100 and 50 by 100. So the numbers would be starting from minus 40 by 10, means we have to find the numbers between. So you will not include these two numbers in the list. So it would be minus 39 by 100, minus 38 by 100, minus 37 by 100, minus 36 by 100, minus 35 by 100, minus 34 by 100, minus 33 by 100, minus 32 by 100, minus 31 by 100, and minus 30 by 100. That's it. That's all. In the fifth question, you have to find the 5 rational number between 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. For this, you need to multiply and divide each number by their by the corresponding denominators of the second number and the first number respectively, and vice versa. 2 by 3 into the denominator of the second number, 5 by 5. 4 by 5 into 3 by 3, the denominator of the first number. So the number would be 10 by 15 and 12 by 15. So in order to find the 5 rational number between this, we have to again multiply this by 10, multiply and divide these numbers by 10 and 10, so that we can find the 5 rational number between them. On multiplying 10 by 10 and dividing 10 by 10, we get 100 by 150, 120 by 150. So it would be 100 by 150, 102 by 150, 103 by 150, 104 by 150, 105 by 150. That's all. Again, in this question, we have to find the 5 rational number. So this is minus 3 by 2 and 5 by 3. Again, we will multiply and divide the rational number by their corresponding denominator. So we have multiplied the first number by 3 by 3 and the second number by 2 by 2. We get minus 9 by 6 and 10 by 6. We will again multiply it by 10 and 10, so that we can find the 5 rational number between them. So on multiplying, we get minus 90 by 60 and 100 by 60. So again, we have to find minus 89 by 60, minus 88 by 60, minus 87 by 60, minus 86 by 60, minus 85 by 60. Again, we have to find the 5 rational number between 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. Corresponding, multiply and divide the number by their the denominator of each other's number. 1 by 4 into 2 by 2, 1 by 2 into 4 by 4, 2 by 8, 4 by 8. Again, on multiplying with 10 and 10, in order to make the denominator same, we get 20 by 80, and this becomes 40 by 80. The numbers that lie between 20 by 80 and 40 by 80 will be 21 by 80, 22 by 80, 23 by 80, 24 by 80, 25 by 80. That's all. So the 5 rational number that are greater than -2 is, for finding that, try to plot the numbers that are greater than -2. Is -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So you can write these numbers that are greater than this, lying from this. So I have also written that -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Again, in the last question of this chapter, this is we have to find the 10 rational number between 3 by 5 and 3 by 4. Again, multiply and divide the numbers by their corresponding denominators. 3 by 5 into 4 by 4 and 3 by 4 into 5 by 5. We get the number 12 by 20, and here 15 by 20. Again, multiply and divide the number by the same numbers, like 10 and 10, here 10 and 10, in order to make the denominator same. So here it will become 120 by 200, 150 by 200, and the numbers that lies between 120 by 200 and 150 by 200 are 121 by 200, 122 by 200, 123 by 200, 124 by 200, 125 by 200, 126 by 200, 127 by 200, 128 by 200, 129 by 200, 130 by 200. So that's it with this exercise, guys. I would like to tell you that if you still have any queries regarding the topic, then because we have Innovation Coaching Academy, and if you have any doubt regarding that, we can clear your doubts through various apps like Zoom and Google Meet. And we will again request you, do not remain yourself with a doubt. Try to clear your doubts with us by comment in the comment box, so that we can get to know whether you have understood the concepts or not. If you don't understand, then please follow us at our this YouTube channel, and you can write in the comment section the thing that you need to understand, and that the concept that you don't understand, we can help you through Google Meet. Okay, so thank you. Like and subscribe our channel.